This tutorial introduces you to AIS's Assessment Information System Playground site. The Assessment Information System, or AIS, makes it easy to monitor students' progress as they work to attain important capabilities. It is a tool for building learning objectives, carrying out assessments, and creating reports of student attainment to share with colleagues, parents, and even the students themselves. Let's play. In order to access the AIS Playground, simply log in using the following email and password. You are free to create or change anything on this site, except the personal information, for example, username and password, found here. Let's get started. First, we'll need some students for this playground. Here is where you input students' names. Later, you'll use this list to build classes. Click on Add New to input students. The required fields are first name, last name, and gender. You can also edit information for students already in the system. Once students have been entered, they can be grouped into classes. Here is where you use the students in the system to create those classes or groups. Here's how to create a new class or group of students. Click on Add New. Give your class or group a name. Select the school term and year. Select the students you wish to add to the group and remove students who do not belong. Then click Save. Now you are ready to begin building learning goals for your class. Choose a learning goal already in the system, or create your own. I like to develop the long name first. Now identify a short name for your learning goal. The short name will guide you when inputting students' results on assessments, as we'll see later. Identify keywords to help with searching for your learning goal. Enter numerical levels on the scale for your learning goal. And finally, add descriptions that indicate each level of performance. Then click Save. In order to add more levels to your scale, you must find your goal and click Edit. Then click Add. And for another row, click Add again. Then save. Now that you have developed learning goals, you can create an assessment activity. You may wish to conduct assessments of several learning goals at a time. To help with this, you can group learning goals into assessment activities. Let's create an assessment activity. Click on Add New. Create a long name and a short name. Then select the learning goals you wish to have associated with this assessment activity. I'll filter using keywords. Select the goals you wish to have and remove the ones that do not belong. Then click Save. Now we are ready to use this assessment activity in an assessment event. In the classroom, that means you have given the students an assessment activity to check their level of attainment on these learning goals. In the assessment information system, that means you can create an assessment event to reflect what happened in the classroom and input the results of that classroom assessment. Find your class over on the menu and click on Class Home. Click on Add New Assessment to create a new assessment event. Select the name of your assessment activity from the drop-down menu and indicate a date on which it occurred and a name. Then click Save. Your assessment event is now represented here, and you can access it by clicking on the date, name, or activity. Here you can see the students' names and the short names of the learning goals in this assessment. There are 3 different rating options. The Enter Rating option is most useful once you are familiar and comfortable with the levels of your learning goal. Use the drop-down menu. A red box appears for 0, yellow for any of the intermediate levels, and green for the highest level. When you click Enter Rating in Form, you can see the short form. This option lets you see the full name of the learning goal and enter ratings using the drop-down menu. Or, to access the long form, click Enter Rating in Form and go to Long Form. This displays the full names of the levels as well as the learning goals. This is often the best option for making ratings when you are working with new learning goals. Click on the level of attainment and add comments if you wish. Then click Save. Now that student ratings have been inputted, you are ready to generate reports. There are many different types of reports that can be generated based upon your needs. You can use these reports to guide your instructional decisions in the classroom. Let's create a new class report. Give the report a name if you would like to save it. Click Yes to display this report in the menu. Select the class or group. Indicate the levels to display, and whether you want to include absent students or show student detail. Select the learning goals for this report, and indicate which assessment event you would like to include. Then click Go. This report shows results for 3 learning goals: accurately taking measurements, engaging in argument from evidence, and asking questions that arise from careful observation of phenomena. It shows how a class of 3 students performed on each of these tasks. For this learning goal, notice the 5 levels of attainment and the color gradation for the intermediate levels. You can click on a section of the bar graph to see which students performed at that level. If you save your report and choose to have it displayed in the menu bar, you can find it here. Experiment with the many different types of reports. Now it's time for you to play. Have fun exploring the AIS Playground and discover how you can use it in your school.